Get out of there. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. This is Tom with Outside Our Lane. We're going to do a little bit of bluegill fishing today. The only thing I brought with me was worms, bluegill, hooks, and bobbers, and that is it. I didn't bring no crappie stuff, no bass stuff. I'm already seeing bass jumping. It's all right. I'm after bluegill. That's one of my passions. Y'all stick with us. We're going to be fishing here in just a second. Yeah, here we go, first cast. I'm seeing some beds out here. We got some tires out here for structure, and I'm seeing beds around there. So I don't think this will take me just a second to get the first fish on. We will see. And I was right. Good fish. Yeah. Cameron, you better be glad I didn't come down here Saturday to do the Barbie pole tournament. There's an 8-incher right there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda though. I didn't, so that's not an excuse. There's a bite. Can you guys see that out there? And his own. Look at him. Feels like a female. And it is. Oh, that seems silly to think that you can tell what it is by the pull, but you can on bluegill. Just a young female. She's going back. More worm. Took about 5 minutes there a while ago at the house to turn over a few things and collect some worms. It always is a better deal than going and buying them. Sometimes you ain't got time and you gotta buy them, but it's more satisfying when you can supply your own bait and everything. There's a bite. Got him. Another female. Feels like a small fish. And we've done that to a degree. We caught some 7-8 pound fish out of here. Goal is whoever get one 10 pounds, whoever catches it gets to put it on the wall. These bluegill, you find their beds, and I know what the structure is out here in this pond. You get in the beds and you get them frenzying in a specific spot, and it's just constant. After that, after you get them located, and they get you located. Still a whole lot slower than I expected it to be. There we go. Another small one. Now that one's pulling like a young male. May be wrong. Nope, it's female. She is, looks like she's gravid. She's big enough to get a fillet off of, and I could keep her and be just fine. But I'm gonna throw her back. I just want to mess with the big ones this evening. If I catch a big female, I'm not too worried about catching breeder stock out here because there's so many bluegill in here. So if I catch a big female, I'll keep her. Well, you guys have pushed me over the 1,000 subscriber mark. So I guess we'll do our drawing with this video. I tried to think of 100 ways of doing it and try to make it fair and interesting. But I do want people to understand the giveaway. It's a trophy gar trip. And by trip, I mean you get yourself to the location, because I'm not a rich man, but I will put you up in a hotel for one night. We may show up, fish one afternoon, and then go to the hotel and then fish the next day. But they'll be down in the Texarkana area. A date yet to be set. We'll have to get everybody involved. Get a date figured out for that. But you'll be responsible for getting yourself there, and then we'll have all the gear that you need. You don't have to bring anything other than you're just yourself. We'll have the poles, all that. Just don't have to worry about any of that. In Arkansas, in order to keep a alligator gar, you have to have drawn a tag. It's a permit draw, and that time has since passed. So unless you happen to already have one of those, you won't be able to keep a big alligator gar. So it'll be catch and release. However, they do have a regulation that you could, if you so desire, you can keep one under 36 inches. One per person, and that trophy tag is just one per year. I was lucky enough to get a trophy tag this year, so I will probably be bringing one home with me. I'm kind of hesitant about bringing one of the giants, just simply out of respect for the fish, because they are just incredible dinosaurs, and I just kind of hate to kill one of those that's potentially, I don't know how old they are, really old. It's kind of a respect thing. But I am going to bring one home. So if we catch one 100-pound or down range, I'll probably bring one of those. But the 150 on up, no, I'm not bringing one of those home. There'll be a catch and release on those guys. And for all those of you who are questioning that decision, that fishery is absolutely inundated with gar. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of them, so it's not a depletion thing at all. They're heavily regulated. Oh, listen there, Pastor Thomas. He baritone. I think I could see him. That's why they're called bullfrog. He sounded like a bull. Rebait. Any of you that follow the channel close and watch the stuff we do around close to the house, you'll notice my buddy's not here with us. Bailey. We lost her a few weeks back. Missing her big time. She was my best friend. She hung out with me every day. Said every step I made. That's all. The worst thing about having dogs is you outlive them. And I got to doing the math the other day. This is the first time since I was 12 years. I'm 55 now. And it's the first time since I was about 12 years old that I've been without a healer. So if anybody's got any healers out there, healer pups, I've given away 100 over the years and sold hundreds. So if anybody's listening that's got any of that old bloodline that we've had here on the farm, it's got pups, just give me a holler. I'm interested. I want a female. Okay, that's all I want to talk about that. Back to the giveaway. All right, so you guys will have to watch this whole video to understand what how to do the giveaway, because I'm not giving you all the information at one time. Haha. Getting smarter. There's a bite. I was gonna do some complicated stuff for the video, and I said no, simpler is best. So all you have to do, first off, if you want to enter, just remember what I told you there a while ago. That you have to get yourself to Texarkana at an unexpected date, probably the end of summer, because that's just the best time to do that. From the end of July till September. So I know that's a long span, but my calendar looks like a xylophone. It's so scrunched up and has very few holes in it. So just have to, like I said, find a date that everybody can do that. Like I said, first off, be able to do that. Second off, like this video and comment #TrophyGar, and that's all you got to do. And if you can get another subscriber and verified through that other person commenting and letting me know they're a first-time subscriber, and I can go look on the computer and see who has and who hasn't subscribed. But if they're a first-time subscriber, then I will put your name in the pot 5 times, just like we did before, for new subscribers. Not the new subscriber, but the person who solicited the new subscriber. It's pretty straightforward and easy. Like the video, comment, #TrophyGar, and or get another new subscriber to subscribe to the channel, because it is, as we're speaking, making money. It's neat. I've got the ability to look on there and see as it's making money. They'll update it once a day where I can see it, and it's kind of cool seeing how much money each individual video is making. Not a lot. It's not a lot of money, but it will accumulate over time, and the more subscribers I get, it just increases exponentially. But I will tell you this, by the time girls camp goes around, it should have made enough money to send a kid to camp. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm kind of real excited about that. I'm really excited about the potential of one of these days sending a bunch of kids to camp. There's a good one. That feels like a good fish. There's another good one. That's the kind we're looking for. He's not as big as that person, but he's a 7.5 incher. As big as my hand. I like it. Go visit your buddy. And I'll wait and give a little bit of time on this. I'm not gonna have a drawing like next week or nothing. I'll wait about a month and give several people time, because there's a lot of people who don't just get on YouTube every day and watch, and I know that. And I've got a lot of buddies who's done a lot of helping me. And I'm going to have to go back over in this flat. I can see them bigger bulls out there, but they're not very active right now. But there seems to be a few over here that are. That water's 1.5 foot deep where I'm at right there right now. Get over here a little bit so you can see. There's another bite. Ah, come on. Why am I going sideways? Come on, fish. I think I just got little guys messing with me now. Let me grab my bait and run in, not taking it all in. I do have them fringing, however, though they're biting pretty quick now. I don't know if you guys can see the bobber out there or not. I'm hoping you can. It's rained a lot and this water is really, really dark. There we go. That feels like another good one. Maybe a big female. Nope. There's a male. Good. Another 8-incher. That's where I'm wanting, right there. Well, y'all heard me say it time and time again, but this is my favorite kind of fishing right here. We'll do all kinds of crazy stuff, but I'd rather watch that bobber go under as anything. Just tied to so many memories growing up, to so many people. Bluegill are delicious. There we go. Take it. You know you want it. I think I got him. Female, I think. Oh, just small. Yeah, it's a small female. She gets to go back. Whoop. Come here, girl. You guys happen to be looking for another good, clean channel to watch. I follow a young man in Mississippi named Bill Reddoch. He's got Bill Reddoch Outdoors, and he has been an inspiration to me. He does mostly fishing videos, and he does some life hack stuff and some DIYs. Whoa, missed him. But he's got a good channel, and he don't like much being to 1,000. So if you guys go over there and give him a subscribe, watch some of his videos, trust me, you'll like it. His words of wisdom is what I enjoy so much. He's older than I am, and he's a very wise man, and it shows in his speech and the way he carries himself. I just really enjoy his channel, and have never met the man face to face, but I can truly say he's a friend. So if y'all would, I'll put a link in the description of his channel, and I'll throw a picture up here of his channel logo so you'll recognize it. It's Bill Reddoch Outdoors. You won't be sorry, trust me. Recently sent me a magazine where there was a magazine there in Mississippi had done an article on him. Very interesting read. So thank you for that, Mr. Bill. Hadn't had a chance to thank you for that yet, but I do appreciate that. That's kind of cool, y'all. There's a good bite. They'll just take it. Got him. Something getting me. Little guy, surprised the bass didn't smack him. Throw him in. You're real little. I've done that several times in this pond. Catch a fish and be reeling it in, and then just wham, just out of nowhere get hammered. If you guys like these videos, if you would hit that like, it honestly does help. I mean, you could even hit it right now as you're watching the video. You don't have to wait to the end, because if you're like me, if I wait to the end of the video, I'll forget sometimes. So anytime I watch a YouTube video that I enjoy, I'll be sure and give them a like, because I know that it helps in that algorithm. And it does. It pushes you up higher in the algorithm, and it puts your video in front of more people. More people watch it, the potential you have for making more money. The more money that it makes, the more kids I can send to camp. So that's my goal. So y'all would hit that like button. And also on the subscribe, a lot of you may not know, a lot of people that watch YouTube a lot will know, but the notification bell, there's a bell there, and if you'll hit that bell again, it'll turn black, and that means that every time a video comes up, it'll put our stuff in your notifications, so you'll see it quicker. There's a bite. It may be good one. Yep, that feels like a good one. There's another keeper, I think. If it ain't, it's bad deceiving. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So 7.5. No, he's 8. He'll be 8 inch. One of these dogs has dug up some wild garlic. Whoa. Oh, already got a fish on. I wasn't even looking. I was turning around looking for that garlic, and I felt my pole jerk. Another female. She's almost, I mean, I was getting a lot of fish smaller than that, but today I'm not going to. She's almost there, but think about doing more of the wild edible stuff. There's so much of that stuff that's around that a lot of people don't know about, and just tree identification in general, and just grasses and mushrooms. There's all sorts of stuff that people find interesting. I mean, I find it extremely interesting. I can't walk through the woods normal. Y'all probably heard me talk about Dr. Johnson. I was in several of his classes when I was in college. And if you passed his class, you knew whatever the subject matter was. And he was a botanist. A dendrologist. So plants and trees, which I already had a love for, and the class was actually easy for me because I was interested in it. But he ingrained it in you. There's another bite already. Got him. Oh, got off. Hope we didn't get the worm already. George P. Johnson, he passed away a few years back. And dendrology is, he always had a bragging claim about his collections. He'd have all the students do leaf collections, and he'd say that it was impossible to get 100 in his class on leaf collections, because he just knew plants so well and trees, and he knew where they were and where they weren't, and you had to give detail on where you got each sample that you got, and it had to be really, really well documented. Anyway, I took it serious. 100 trees located in Arkansas, documentation of where they come from. Well, I got down to tulip poplar, Liriodendron tulipifera, and my cousin had one growing in his yard, but it was straight up tulip poplar. It was one he planted, but it was 100% a tulip poplar. Well, I got that tree and put in my collection, and then when he graded my collection, that was the only tree that I got wrong. I got 99 credits for 99 trees, with the exception of that one. He said because the only place that tree grows wild is on Crowley's Ridge in northeast Arkansas. So because I documented that I'd got the tree in Havana, Arkansas, he knew it was a cultivated tree and it didn't count. And he grinned like a possum to take that point away from me. I knew of one more guy, that Kendall Moles. He's the only one I ever seen get 100 on his collection, and I thought I was going to do it, but nope. You know, I wasn't trying to be deceitful or anything like that. But I wasn't aware of that bit of knowledge that he was privy to. I enjoyed the part of his classes. It's kind of a redemptive class for a lot of us fish and wildlife guys, because we had a lot of crossover classes with the med students at Tech. Our biology classes were crossover type stuff, and we had to take some classes that were designed for the med students that were absolutely horrible. It was really, really tough for the fish and wildlife guys, most of us. Anyway, those classes, some of the med students would take those classes as elective, and it's kind of a return of the favor. It wasn't in their wheelhouse, so they'd find themselves not making A's in those classes. So we always enjoyed that. Got a spot right there that they're stacked in. There we go. If that's not a keeper, it's going to be really, really close. Yep, there we go. There's another keeper. 7 inches. Give me my worm back. Thank you. I'm doing that worm trick I always do. I don't know why you guys have seen me do that. But when you get a worm out of your box, if you'll put him on the side and pinch the lid down on it and then pull him in half, then when you go back to get another piece of worm, that worm is trapped there, and you can be sure and use the same worm till you use him up, rather than having a worm that dies in your box or when it's causing that weird fungus to grow. You have a dead worm in your box, and when that starts, it kills all the rest of them. So you don't need a dead worm in your box. So that's the way I prevent that. That's a good bullfrog over there. Let's get with Pastor Thomas and jump around to all of our stock ponds and a bunch of other places we got. Collect a bunch of them bullfrogs. That's a lot of fun. That'd be an interesting video. If you guys like to see a frog gigging video or a frog catching, or however we happen to do it with bow or whatever, comment in the comments below. Let me know you'd like to see one. Come on, take it. quick bite right there. I hope you guys can see that bobber. That's the joy of bluegill fishing to me, is watching that bobber. And we got geared up on our last trip to the Gulf to fish with bobbers, and a few techniques that you could use bobbers with there, and then just didn't do it. There's a good one. That's a real good one. Yeah, there we go. There's another 8-inch or 8.5. Good fish, real good fish. That may be maybe the best one yet. He might even push a 9 there. Don't know. Don't care. He's in the bucket. I'm going to turn around and count my fish because I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about already. Got him. Female. How do you get that whole thing in your mouth? Gilled her. Little bitty, but I'm going to keep her because it gilled her. I could throw her back and a bass would have her ate in less than a minute after I threw her in. But I don't like wasting them. Good. Should be a fast bite. Let's see what size these hooks are. Using size 4 right now. I use different size hooks for different scenarios. I like these size 4 for fishing like I'm right here at home, where I'm not really worried about having to break a hook off inside them, because I'm gonna keep every fish. Do that too. Worm didn't last long based on the little guy. There's a bite. I think he's on there. Yep, small guy. Usually when you go to catching that many bluegill on the spot, you get the attention of them bass and they kind of move in on it, and that hadn't happened yet. Oh, fish on. Yeah, maybe a bass. No, that's bluegill. Another good one. Another good one, Cam. I need to do a kayaking video. They got a really good red ear bluegill spot. I need to take you guys on. I get in a lot of the better places in the kayak where I can get in the boat. Another channel that just occurred to me, I wish I'd already said something. Our pastor and his girls has started a channel just to kind of preserve memories and as a hobby. I have a feeling he's gonna grow pretty quick with his personality and his girls and the kind of stuff they do. But it's Fat Bottom Bandits. Y'all go give them a look. They're just started. I think I looked a while ago and he had 89 subscribers. So if we'll get him a few more, he can start doing some live stuff on YouTube. And I think that's his forte. That's kind of what he's looking forward to doing. He does some pretty interesting live videos. The Beaver Chronicles, and he's a hoop netter. We done a video with him last year, hoop netting. So go give them a look. I will also put them in the description and throw up their logo right here as well. Hey, Ginger. Not sure, but I think a frog may just take my dog. Ginger, there you are. What are you doing? You playing with the pond critters? Some of them got teeth. You better be careful. She's 10 foot tall and bulletproof. She ain't scared of nothing. I've got to watch her when we turn her out at night to go to the bathroom. She takes off running out into the woods chasing rabbits. And I'm afraid with her little bitty squeal of a voice she's got, she's going to call up a coyote or a bobcat. Just there at the backyard. She's tenacious, but she ain't that tenacious. There's another keeper. That's what I'm talking about. Good fish. Yep. Good and end on. About a 7-incher. I've got a little bit of worm left on there. And y'all know me, so I can't throw a worm off my hook. Everybody knows that. I ain't got nowhere to be. I'm at home. There we go. Take it. Oh, we got a micro bite left. I don't know if that's enough to get her done or not. Yep. I'm getting tired of the skeeters. I think he got my bait. There's a tad left on there. I'm talking tad. Stranger things, right? Hit. I'm gonna go catching skeeters and putting skeeters on there. I'm afraid they'd intimidate the fish though. Look at here. Oh, that may have done her. Yep. Alright guys, if you would, hit that like and subscribe. Go back and look at the directions I gave on entering the trophy gar trip giveaway. And about a month or so I'll announce the drawing on that to give everybody a chance. And I'll make some reference about the next few videos about going back and checking that video so everybody will keep up to date. Not trying to hide it from anybody. But just make sure if you do apply for that you can make it down there. You can meet all the requirements. And we'll also probably draw a couple extra names just for backups in case people can't. And just want that to be understood up front. If something happens and you can't make it, we'll have another name in the pot that we've already drawn. take your place. All right. Appreciate you guys. God bless you. Love every one of you. See you on the next one.